Yes, and hello, I'm Darth Leon and this is Let's Play Professor Wright and the Ace Village. In the last episode, we actually found Mr. Red White, the man that is probably the one that killed Mia Fey. And in this episode, we are going to prove this. Although we have some problems. Mr. Red White pointed us, actually Phoenix Wright, as the culprit, and well, now we're on the line and not Maya. I received a call from the public prosecutor's office yesterday, huh? He told me that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be absolutely true. Truth. Wow, amazing. Now there is something I want to note here. Look how it says that the head of the prosecution is a he. Now, this is going to be a small plot hole later on, but it's just a small plot hole. He told me that whatever Mr. White says today will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if there is an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? That's what you have the judge in his pocket to do? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty? End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you turn an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie, to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is to get every defendant declared guilty. Wow, that was amazing. So make that my policy. Edgeworth? You've changed. Phoenix? You know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix. Phoenix? Well, court will be opening for session soon. What? But wait. Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. He's not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, sorry. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's go on ahead and start off with a trial. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Wright Phoenix. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I'll be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Is it actually possible to defend yourself in the court, even if you're not a lawyer? Oh yeah, he is a lawyer, but I don't know. I see. The prosecution may call each witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Yeah, not a good idea. Forget it, I smell a trap. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Well, here he is. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? This thing again. Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. Yeah, this is going to be a thing. Edgeworth is not going to be able to get his witness's name. He's going to be a thing in the next case too. Did you know the victim is Mia Fey? That could be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Do I tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like the end of the world is... Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Well, everybody hates Phoenix in this game. This is also going to be a thing. I hope you made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Okay, off we go. Witness testimony. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. It was quietly perusifying. I was quietly perusifying thoughts, reading to you some papers. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then that I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. So, things are just not going our way. There's nothing actually that's wrong in this thing, and this is actually going to be the last part of tutorial. But before we go ahead, that man was you. I'm sorry for that. Let's go ahead. There is actually something I want to press because I believe it's something important. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've already been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just, what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. 40, don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is a judge on anyway? Well, obviously not yours actually. I mean, he is under pressure. But anyway, so now that this is actually over, there's only one thing that could actually help us. And that's actually the last piece of, how do you say it? The last piece of tutorial, as I said. The building, no, I'm supposed to go to the you gave chase. When you press the you gave chase, can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, Brand, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? Oh, this is not going this is not going right. Perhaps you could change the testimony to reflect this new detail. Actually, this, as I said, is the last piece of tutorial here. Occasionally, when you find something and press it, you will be given a new statement instead of, just some flavor text or extra information. This new piece of testimony is this: the victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Now, if you recall correctly, we have gotten a thing that, well, says the other thing. That's Miss May's testimony, the only thing that was actually true from the previous day. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. It is simple, you must have misheard it. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her running to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So, did he witness the killing? Wait a second. Come on, man, Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Well, of course we can. Both are right. Both witnesses are saying both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Ha! Adapted. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. This is one scenario that will explain the conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not doing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could have he been? In the law offices of Frey & Co, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Well, we all know where he was standing. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that he ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes in ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. That's exactly my point, Edgeworth. Order! I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of the courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion? The postulations of this defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ha ha ha! You're violent with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He is laughing? The hilarity of the moment just made me remember something. It appears that it has been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can fix about organ testimony, Brady. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. Then you hit her, savagely. This is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? Okay. That does seem to make sense. Will you be examining the witness testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Okay, before we start off, there is one statement that I believe it's actually important for your general background. So, this very statement. What do you mean by that? That is what I am about to explain. You Americans always so impatient. It does not become of you. What? I will not become of you. Okay. Anyway, hey buddy, you're an American too. So, at this point, this is actually the only thing that actually explains where we are, where this whole thing happens, in which country. While the system is in a sense based to the system While the whole jury system is based in the system of Japan, in a sense, I mean, they do not have only 3 days long. The whole setting is supposed to be in America, which is a bit off, but it doesn't matter. I just wanted to point this out, because I felt that it was important. So, also another thing that I want to show off before I completely abandon this and forget is the music. Yeah, the music in this game is actually really good, and I've said that even in comparison with with Professor Layton, I like it. But please note the background music. If I go ahead and present a piece of evidence that's not right, firstly I will load some of these exclamation marks, but it's okay. Notice how the music does not stop. You may have noticed this before, but what I'm going to say before, but it's okay. And okay, I've broken my perfect run, it's okay. But it doesn't matter. Now, no, that's not what I want to do. And you deliver, that is what Miss May. So, you see, you hit it twice. Now, this is not something that's right. I mean, we had 2 autopsy reports for Mia, and both said 1 hit. So, notice what will happen when I present this piece of evidence. Notice the music. It stops. That's one way to know that, well, you've been right. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? There's no chance to hit him when it comes his wallet? Mr. White, Was it you who said to this court that you were I will refrain from using that phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness from a new testimony? The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. We're not having this. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there will be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice! Don't let him get away! Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The car's on my side. No slipping out of this now, Mr. White. Mr. White? Oh, okay. Well, see, I looked to the other window when I heard the thing fall. Then, the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her and she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you hit her with a single blow. Thwomp. He's not in it, not anymore. Thwomp indeed. Very well, you may begin the court examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Anyway, so after this small awesome moment of deal with it, let's go ahead, and there is one thing that we need to press, and that thing is this one. You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? Oh, the glass light stand? Right, the one that had fallen over the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something strike you odd about this? Yes, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White? Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes? Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. Lies beget more lies. That's what Mia said. So... there is actually something funny. She turned... And that. This is actually... What? This is actually a funny line. What did you do then? I gave chase, of course. No, not me. The killer, I mean, he gave chase. Ha, we got you right there. Mr. Wright, please try to remain calm. Mr. Wright here is only trying to fluster you with baseless accusations. Oh, alright. Thank you, Miles. We almost got him there, but anyway. So, let's go back to the new statement. And, well, let's prove that he is lying. So, there's only one thing that we can do this. The floor maps. Mr. White, it was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window of the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't be able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as the glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell, and the only place you could have been that from is inside the Fay and Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. We've got him now. Mr. White? Mr. White? You didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict.